What's up, Derek?
Tony,
How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
Good. Awesome, man. What's on the agenda for today?
Oh, closing day.
Closing day.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Closing
awesome.
day.
Those are always fun.
Oh, yeah. Something else, too.
Oh,
So I got to finish building my just sold ad that I got to get ready to launch. And got me a new toy.
uh-oh. Is it your video stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Look out. You're going to be ready to go.
YouTube channel coming soon.
Look out. That's the way to do it, man. You got to be on video, man. Got to be on video.
I just sometimes you just over research stuff, and you just need to do it.
Absolutely.
You just need done is better than perfect, and then you get so tied up of trying to make it. You want to be perfect, but like everybody always say, done is better than perfect. Just do it.
Absolutely.
Because if it's perfect or not, you're going to get criticized about it anyway. So stop being your own worst critic.
Absolutely. Well, guys, good morning on there. We got a few more people coming on. It's funny you say that, man. It's just interesting. The more the more you learn from people who are successful and those are doing it. I mean, the general themes keep the same things keep popping back up. And what you just said is absolutely one of the main things that people need to think about when I'm looking at social media, just marketing in general and being successful. Is just not thinking about what people are not worrying about what people say about you, when it comes to social media. So ironically, that's funny. You kind of we're just having this casual conversation, but yesterday I went to a seminar and wow, look how bright Derek is. Look at that. Okay. You guys see Derek has obviously some good equipment. He's looking very clear. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yep. So guess what I just got?
Uh-oh.
It's a gimbal.
What is it called?
It's a gimbal.
The gimbal. I've seen those. Yeah, those things follow your face, right? Like you don't have to, it just kind of like keeps it steady.
Yeah. Basically, a motion stabilizer.
Right. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
You got lots of toys.
I do my video walkthroughs. How you cut this thing off? Oh.
Good morning, everyone. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Oh, Roberto says he's got one of those as well.
Oh yeah. So now I can start doing when I do my videos and my walkthrough and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. When you walk through the houses, that's perfect. I need to get one. I love it.
I'm like, oh, just garbage. Delete.
Now, what are you looking at, right? Do you have the ring light? Is that what your phone's on now?
Yeah, it's on the ring light.
Okay.
So when I do my right now I'm getting ready to do my market update for the month.
Okay.
So I'll get ready to do that. But I got my bullet points. So I'm gonna just record it and then I'm gonna upload it and hey. And let my critics be my critics.
Let your critics be your critics, man. Hey, they're gonna talk about you whether you do something or don't do something, whether you do it good or do it bad. Listen, it doesn't matter. I mean, the one thing is I would challenge, for people to have that challenge to, get out there. Look at any social media post if it's a celebrity, whoever it is, you're gonna have comments good and bad, no matter what the situation, there's going to be someone that's going to be hating on that person or dogging them, breaking them down, and there are going to be others that are going to be supporting them. Like, that's just the world we live in. I mean, it's every time I think, oh wow, everyone's going to support this person, and then nope, it's absolutely, it's like there's people against them. So you just have to just do it, and that's a great point. So I was, good morning to all those that have joined. It's just funny because I was at this seminar yesterday. This coach, Michael Burt, he was, really, I've never heard of the guy, but, really powerful. I mean, he flies around on a private jet training people, top corporations and individuals. And what we're talking about right now, Derek, is so crazy because that was part of the point. He had a social media expert up there in a company that does a lot of marketing for different businesses, a lot of realtors as well. But the point was, listen, if you're not posting consistently on social media, you will become irrelevant. The world, people are going to social media to learn about people. They're going to work with people that they connect with. So you have to put yourself out there. I mean, it's not comfortable, but the point is, it's going to make your job very difficult to be successful in our business like ours if you're not present on social media. And I mean, a couple of key points were what Derek just said. They're going to talk about you no matter what. So just do it. Who cares what they say? People worry about, oh, I don't have a lot of followers, so why should I post? No, that's not it. You've got to post because that's how you build up. And he made a great point that people could care less of how many followers you have. Influencers care about who has followers, but you don't care about the influencers. You're working with the average person. And I thought about this, and I want to ask this question to all of you guys. When you're just looking at social media posts and you look at something that's interesting, do you click to go find out how many followers they have? Because I looked at myself, I was like, I don't do that. I thought about, I was like, wow, I never go and, oh, wow, Derek had a nice post today. Let me go see how many followers he has to see if this guy's even relevant. I never do that. Right. And that's most people don't. So just start posting and connect with people. When you meet people, I listen to this one. I love this guy. He's like this point. He said, when you meet someone, you get a great conversation, you trade business cards or whatever, and you leave that person. What is your next actionable step? What is the next thing that you're going to do? He's like, is that crazy or what? Yes, you should be posting. You should be reaching out to them. You should be connecting with them on social media. You should keep the connection going with that person to keep the relationship, which will then possibly turn into what? It could turn into referrals, turn into business somewhere down the line. Why would you invested time in that conversation, even if it was 5 minutes, at an event? And I was like, wow, we all do it. How many of you guys take business cards, you meet people, you leave the event, and you never reach out to that person again? Why would we do that? He said it's about connecting with people. Social media is the way that you get yourself out there. Then you have to keep working on that relationship and connect with them, right? And people want to see who you are. They want to know what you're about. They want to work with someone that they have common interests with. So, he didn't use this term, but, we hear about your tribe, right? Working with people that's going to naturally happen the more that you put yourself out there, right? What did you do today? Where were you at? What business did you do? What did you do for fun? What is your, all that stuff matters because someone's going to find a connection to you if you do it enough. And guys, yep.
That's what when you show houses and stuff, pick up the cards or take a picture of them and show. And this morning to Derek's and your point and Roberto's point, I just jumped on HomeSnap and I just went through. I don't have that many clients and stuff, but God, some of these people are buyers from 2 years ago, and I just copied and pasted. Hey man, it's been a while. It's been a minute. Just wanted to say hi, happy Cinco de Mayo. LOL. Nothing more. Keep them top of mind. I think that's what you guys are talking about. Just stay top of mind.
Absolutely. Cinco de Mayo, whatever. I mean, just get out there and connect with people somehow and stay out there. Now, there's a book I picked up. It's called, this guy wrote several books, but Person of Interest. Become the person other people want a piece of and can't live without, right? And so I know what everyone's you're going to think, well, yeah, but what do I do to connect with those people? Be yourself. Like, that's it. Because there are people that will absolutely connect with you. You are unique, special, and talented. And by putting yourself out there, you have automatically created a situation where you will attract people. And that's what it is. So I'm going to read more. I'll read this book and I'll share more of it with you, but it's pretty interesting so far, just about how to connect with people, how to put yourself out there, be a person of interest. And again, don't overthink it. Being a person of interest is being who you are and showing them that, sharing that with people.
Is this
But
it, Tony? This book there?
who's the author?
Wallace.
No, this is, it's funny. This book is the same title, but it's this guy's Michael Burt. Michael Burt is I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this guy, but I went to a free seminar yesterday and it was really good. If he ever comes to your area, definitely go. You will get something out of it. Just really, really great information. And, but I just challenge you guys to start putting yourself out there. Do the post. If you're not posting, you're not relevant, out there, right? You've got to do that. You will fall behind. Yeah, there you go. Yep, that's it. That's the book. Roberto says YouTube channel. Yep. Oh, does he have a YouTube channel? I think so. Or maybe you're saying he has one. Yeah, definitely get out there, check this guy out. And to that point, I mean, one thing that I realized, I was at this event, it was sold out. There was probably, I don't know, I'm terrible about how many numbers, but it looked like at least 150 people. Okay. And so what I thought of is I was like, man, like, a lot of people knew about this, but nobody, a lot of people just chose not to come. And what I challenge you guys to do is to always find opportunities to invest in yourself in terms of getting information. Of course you could overdo it, but that's, some people just go to trainings all the time and don't work, but that's not what I'm talking about. But you definitely should be on a regular basis going to events like this. One, they're networking opportunities, right? We are an EXP. Most of us here on this call, you have the opportunity to meet a realtor to share information about the company, right? You have the opportunity to learn something to take your business to the next level. If you learn one thing, that's going to keep you going and progressing. If you're not progressing, you're falling behind, right? And so I challenge you guys to just, what are you doing on a daily basis? This has been popping up like in my mind every day lately. Like when I look at what realtors are doing, when I call realtors and tell them about something and ask them, and it's like, they're always busy. But then I do calls with teams and I ask people, hey, what happened last week? Good in your business. What did you do? And they have nothing to say. So I'm wondering, and I challenge all of you guys, and I'm going to challenge you right now, whatever day you start, I challenge you to, and it's a pain in the butt, and you can do it or don't do it, but I challenge you to write down at the end of each day, what did you do with every minute of your day? Now, of course, you're not going to do this minute. I'm talking about, okay, I woke up, I watched TV for an hour. I sat around and stared out my window for an hour because, I'm maybe I sound a little tough, but I know a lot of you guys, you're not on the phones because I know I don't see the production, right? I don't see huge numbers. I don't see you guys doing 50, 60 deals, right? So clearly you're not prospecting, right? Be honest with yourself. This is like, get real. Like, what do you want? And look at what are you doing, and do those things align? Does your behavior align with the things that you say that you want? And so what the challenge is, write down for the next week, what does your day look like every single day? I'm talking about the end of the day, not what you plan to do, what you actually did. And I'm going to do this myself because I know I'm busier than most people. I know that I actually do actionable items more than most people. But I also know that I have inefficiencies that I could do much better. I can do way better. And so I'm going to write those things down, and I challenge you guys to do that. Write down every day for the next week what you did for that whole day. And it's going to be brutal, and it's going to show you that you're like, holy crap, I didn't do anything that was productive in my business today. I BS'd all day long. I got distracted all day long. Everything I had an intention to do, I only did like either none of it or maybe 5% of it. And let's see what we can do to fix that. Let's see what we can do, because you guys are all talented. You guys get on here in the mornings. You want success. right? I know I've talked to almost every one of you. Let's do this thing, man. But we got to get real with ourselves first, and then find solutions and ways to stay active and improve and get going. And I'll leave you guys with this. And I would love that, if you guys have any feedback or thoughts on that, I would really love to see us elevate. But we have to get real first. But he talked about human beings are programmed to survive. Okay. And we all have that fallback where we just get up as long as we've got food in our stomach, right? We've got shelter. We're good, right? We become complacent. We're programmed to survive and find the path of least resistance. And so what do people do? They go throughout their day trying to find a way to just get through the day without doing too much. Unless you are extremely motivated and you have a drive for success, there's something that's pushing you and motivating you, right? But you have to find that thing and you got to really focus on it. And so, I think that's why people do that. I was like, well, that's probably why it's our innate nature. It's our instincts to just get through the day to survive versus being productive and really hit a goal. And, if you guys have ever seen, anyone saw the Michael Jordan series, I can't remember what it was called, but he said, watch that. And I've seen it. And one of the points was Michael Jordan is obviously driven more than most for success, right? But what Michael did is, he even talked about it in his documentary, is that he had to find something to motivate him. And it could be something like he would find someone that would something that would piss him off or tick him off, right? And so he was out for dinner in the city he was playing in one night. And the opposing coach, who he knew personally, they were there at the dinner, at a restaurant. And the guy didn't look up and say hi or whatever. And he was like, okay, you didn't say hi to me. Like, in his mind, he played this whole mental game, went out the next night and took it out on him. And all the guy just didn't say hi, but it was a motivation that angered him. It stirred something up inside of him. And he went out and crushed him. Right. And he would do that all the time. And, we just have to find what that motivation is, right? A fear of loss, whatever it is, we've got to find it so we can get there. But I think the first thing is, let's see what we're doing. Just track it, guys. Be honest with yourself, write it down, and let's see what that looks like. And it would be awesome to share it, because I'm going to be honest with you guys as well. And let's see what we come up with, and let's see how we can help each other to just get to the next level and achieve those things. So anyone have any comments? Any thoughts?
Yeah, I think this was really great and really helpful, because I think we all struggle with feeling like, are we being effective and efficient in our daily schedules? I know I do, because sometimes I'll think like, damn, I've been doing X, Y, and Z all day, and I don't really feel like I accomplished a lot, but I'm busy, but I'm not feeling like I really, just accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish. There's always something else that I need to do or that I didn't get to. So I think it was helpful to hear you talk about it, because I know that you're an OG and you've been doing it for a long time. So to hear somebody that's been doing it a long time say, hey, sometimes I don't meet my quota, I don't make my goals, I'm screwing up too. It's like, okay, so everybody's kind of, at that point and needs to level up and elevate, like you said. And I think that'll be helpful if we write down every day, okay, this is what I did today. So you can kind of see like, all right, maybe I was not really effective or efficient here. I need to cut this out and, do more of this or less of that. So I think it was really helpful. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks, Adrienne. And I know you're out there killing it. So, it's going to be a good exercise, and that's one thing that I find. I mean, I find myself just talking to realtors and asking them, whether, if they're top producers or whatever, what do you do in your day? And I think that I find that a lot of people, I mean, of course, some people, they are killing it. They have a schedule, and those that stick to that time block, they're like, oh, from, if you look at someone who's really successful and they actually do their prospecting, they're like, oh no, from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm on the phones every single day, like That's what they do. And then they go from, 10 to 12, they have this activity, and it's all planned out, and those people, they produce at a high level because they're consistent with the same activities over and over again. And I think a lot of us, when you go, and I have, I do multiple things, and I'm like, sometimes I'm over at this side, I'm over on that side doing this. It's like, no, you got to stay focused. And well, what happens is we can get distracted too in our day. And I think, we might have a plan to do something, but then we just don't end up sticking to it. So, but I appreciate that. And I'm excited. I just want to find ways to get, like, let's get people the success they're looking for, and let's be efficient. Because, especially those getting on this call are committed. So let's make sure we're doing the right things, and you think about it, every business does this, right? Why do companies with supervisors and managers and directors, they do what? Have reviews, and they look over, well, this is what you're doing, or this is what I see. Okay, from these reports, this is what you're doing. We got to fix it. We got to, tweak it or whatever. Well, we got to do the same thing because we are our own business. And so this will be a good challenge. So I appreciate that, Adrian. Anybody else before we wrap up and go out and crush this day?
Can I jump in and just tell you, I agree with everything that we're talking about here today. It is going to be brutal, and I commit my honesty of my results in tracking production and tracking our efforts versus production is going to be the next level after we analyze each of our time slots or whatever. Take a day off, take a day off. You want to horse around this afternoon, slot it out and horse around. But you're so right, and it is going to be brutal. But I think we'll have to track that, and it might also be, I don't know, Tony, do you guys think it'd be beneficial to see, where we are with our annual, I used to call it a business plan with my age, but what your goals are for your anniversary year, or what your calendar year, whatever. If you're on track, to do your 5 million, or to do your 10 million, or to cap or something. That's what I'm interested in, is to be accountable through this panel for my own business goals, where I'm at, so I'm getting a lot out of this.
Absolutely. And well, that's for sure. So we're talking about tracking your daily activities, but then of course that's good. Then we look at it and go, okay, your business plan that you are supposed to have filled out, or you should fill out, how do those match up? Wait a minute. Like, holy crap, look what I've actually been doing over the last week, which was duplicated week after week. And that doesn't align with my goals. I'm not going to hit these goals, right? Based on what I'm seeing here. And then how can we fix it, right? It's not a problem. This isn't a bad thing, guys. This is a great thing, because this is us doing something that someone else is not going to do. And then you will therefore put yourself back on the track of production and efficiency, and you'll hit your goals. At the end of the year, you can go, wow, look at this. And next thing you know, you can be teaching people, right? And mentor people. And this was a really cool thing. And I'll leave you guys with this. This guy, he said, I don't know how this came up. I apologize for, I don't have my notes in front of me, but he said that he was asked to do a eulogy at a funeral, and he didn't know the person. So he called a family member and a coworker or whatever and asked them, questions. And the bottom line is, he said, hey, what was this person's goals and dreams? And they said, well, he didn't have any. And then he said, how many people did he help? Did he change lives? They said none. And they're like, well, tell me something about him. They're like, well, he was a nice guy. And he's like, okay. He's like, how it was kind of frustrating to do a funeral. You don't really have anything to say about the person. And he said, but one thing, he said, this guy was 84 years old. And the only thing that we had to say about him was, oh, he was a nice guy. And he said, I left that funeral thinking, I don't want that to be me. Like, I want to have some purpose on this planet. I want people to be able to say that I helped people. I was productive, and I changed the world, and I did good. You know what I mean? So that was really, like, a lot of people, it got real quiet in the sense of, you could tell people were really thinking. And you know what? Think about that. What is your purpose? What are you accomplishing every day? Who are you helping? Who are you touching? And with what we do, we can help a lot of people, right? In so many different ways. I mean, we're practically like freaking psychologists, right? When we help people buy a home. So I just thought that was an interesting thought. I don't know, it was kind of random, but it was just something else to think about as well when we go throughout our day and what we're trying to do. But I appreciate you guys, man, for always jumping on here. And I'm really excited about just developing this and helping everybody succeed. I want to see people win. I'm excited about what we're doing, and let's build it up. Let's get more people helping. Let's get more people sharing, and just make sure that you're doing things to get out there and learn and grow as much as you can, because it really, every time I go to one, and some people said, oh, I'm not going to go. It's just one of those things. And I'm like, man, what a missed opportunity, because I got so much out of yesterday. And by the way, guys, I got like 4 or 5 business cards, people, sharp realtors that know about EXP, but don't know everything, have considered it, still considering it. So, I mean, I've got at least 2 to 3, I would say, solid prospects for the future just by getting out there, connecting and having conversation. And I walked away with a ton of good information to grow my business and grow myself personally. So take advantage of those opportunities, guys. Don't get lazy in that. Don't find excuses to not go. So, but if you're around, come to our event today. We're doing a lunch and learn 1 to 3 Cinco de Mayo, Northwestern Highway at Perique 2. If you want more info, you don't have it, let me know. Have a great day, guys. Hope to see you guys this afternoon.
I'll see you then. Get the money,
All right.
guys.
All right, Bobby B.
Happy
Bye, guys.
Cinco de Mayo.
Thanks. All right, same to you. Bye, guys.
Hasta luego.
Hey, go collect that check, Derek.
Bye.
All right, baby. Great job. Congrats on the closing.
See y'all later. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.